Howdy y'all, Tex here again. I call this channel Enough is Enough, and there's a reason for that. Sometimes you have enough, and I have had enough again. The diesel prices are outrageous. And, it's going to get bad. It's going to get worse. Here's the funny thing. See, diesel is just, all it is a byproduct. So when they make gasoline, the stuff that's left over from the gasoline is actually what turns into diesel fuel. It's just byproduct. I kind of say the same thing about them people that eat snuff. You know, that's basically just all the tobacco leaves fell on the floor when they were making the cigarettes, and they swept it up with the dirt and everything else on the floor, stuck it in the can, and it's expensive. You know, about the same way with diesel. They're charging way too much for it. But, you know, that's just the start of the problems. You know, I've got a phone here that I'm over here filming this video on, and on the back side of that phone is those little cameras. I dropped this thing, even though it's in an OtterBox. It got a little impact mark, got somewhat of a hole. The best part is that it didn't break any of the lenses, so I can still take pictures with the back camera, which is how I take pictures of my paperwork. That's how I get paid, so that's good, but that's part of it. And then today was kind of like an off day. I got my little car over there. It's got oil blowing out of the turbo, and I knew this thing needed work, you know, and so tried working on it a little bit, and I don't have the facilities to do that, so I need like a lift. I need to be able to get up under it. Don't have that ability, so that's gonna be fun. Then I went to get some parts for this truck, or attempt to, because that turned out into a wild goose chase. Bought something that I thought was going to work, and yeah, it didn't. It's not specific. Universal parts, no, not on this. But I'm gonna tell y'all that when you sit there and you think about what's going on in the world right now, see the fuel prices, see how everything's rising in price, that's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Yeah, my best example to tie things into the real world, all the stuff going on with cars now, how they're trying to transition us to electric cars. How do you get people to do something they don't want to do? Electric cars. I have no use for an electric car. I drive too many miles. I don't want anything to do with it. It's more of a hassle than it's worth. And I'm one of those people that I fancy myself a realist. You want to talk about reality? The electric grid in this country is subpar. It's been outdated since the 70s. There's too much demand, not enough supply. And, you know, how are people going to plug in these cars at night? They're already draining the grid and taxing it with the demands it has as every summer. We're coming into summer now. Every summer, there's a lot of places get rolling blackouts because the grid can't handle the electric demand. Now you want to put electric cars on there. So once again, you know, how do you get people to buy something that they don't want? Well, it's really simple. You raise the prices on the stuff they do want and already have to the point they can't keep it anymore. Gasoline's going to go up, and it's not going to stop. Diesel's going to go up. It's not going to stop. There's a problem with the diesel, though. See, farmers and truckers, we run on diesel. If we can't afford diesel, you don't eat and you don't get anything. So the whole country comes to a halt there. People don't understand that. Whatever. You know, they just see trucks as slow things that are in their way. They never come to realize that, hey, everything in the world that I have comes on a truck. It's true. But, you know, when it all comes down to it, said and done in the end, none of it matters. Because they're going to do what they want, and by them, I mean the government, you know, the system, whatever you want. You can call this a conspiracy theory now, because when you start talking words like this, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm a realist. I'm just looking at what's going on. You know, I understand the shortcomings this country has. I understand who possesses, you know, most of the money in this country and what it's being spent on, and it's not you and me. It's not the electric system. You know, it's an organized collapse of society is what they're going for. Now, whether you agree with me or not, I don't care. I've got my views, and you're entitled to your views. That's the beauty of this country at this point in time. You know, until they figure out how to make free thinking and difference of opinion illegal. They've done it on social media, whatever. So, anyway, I'm just kindly in a kind of a funk. I'm tired. I don't like to fail. I hate when things don't go my way. Today didn't go my way. The way, you know, what diesel fuel costs and how much of it I've got to use. Guess what? The diesel fuel price is going up. The rates to haul the freight are not going up. They're going down. So, yeah, there's not much profit margin in this to start with, and it's getting lower. You know, I do this to make a living. Trust me, if I could do anything besides drive a truck that I could make this much money, I would. But I haven't found that yet. YouTube's not going to do it. This is just fun for me. So, anyway, I'm just checking in with y'all, letting y'all know that it's just crazy out here. But, yeah. I'll see about making more videos. I don't know. I just make them when I want to. YouTube is not a viable career path for me. You know what I mean? We'll talk to y'all later.